Greetings to you, our friends in the Mennonite Brethren community from Mennonite Central Committee. My name is Rick Coburn-Bauman, and it really is a privilege to serve as the Executive Director of MCC Canada. And thank you for the opportunity to be with you today as you gather virtually, as many of you have in your congregations now for many weeks during these strange and turbulent times. And I say thank you for the opportunity to be with you at the same time as I know that we are already together in ministry, in mission. Our partnerships around the world are many and remarkable and growing even stronger during these COVID times. I want to end this short video with a vignette that gives a deeper glimpse into how MCC is partnering with a Mennonite Brethren congregation. We are really very grateful that we are in this together, a phrase that we hear often. But I think for us as a community of faith, there's a deeper meaning. And we are so grateful that you choose to reach beyond the immediate confines of your homes and your church buildings and say the needs of those who are even more vulnerable, for whom prior vulnerabilities of food insecurity and inadequate health care make COVID a much, much deeper vulnerability than many of us experience. We are so grateful that in these times, as 100 years ago, when MCC was begun, we are truly in this together, committed to sharing God's love and compassion for all in the name of Christ. May this be a rich time of gathering, as unusual as it is, and may you continue with our gratitude, knowing that together in a shared ministry, that Mennonite Central Committee is sharing God's love and compassion for all in the name of Christ. Thank you and bless you in your ministry.
Greetings. I hope this finds you and your loved ones safe and healthy wherever you are. My name is Paul Shetler-Fast, and I am Mennonite Central Committee's Global Health Coordinator, which means that I help oversee and support our health programming around the world. And right now I'm trying to do that from my house here in Indiana with 2 toddlers. If you're like me watching the news, the COVID-19 pandemic can feel both overwhelming and hopeless. And I want to share something different today. There is a lot we can do. There is hope and potential to save lives if we work together. While we must be physically apart during this time, our faith calls us to be more engaged and more connected than ever. We're in this together. Now, a story of hope I'd like to share is a project with the Kenya Mennonite Church in the Mathare neighborhood of Nairobi, Kenya, which is one of the poorest and most densely packed urban settlements in Africa. Over the last 3 years, our staff and volunteers have worked to ensure that mothers there have what they need to keep themselves and their children safe and healthy. Now, understanding what a disease like COVID-19 could do in a community like Mathare that was already struggling with basic health services, our team got started on responding long before the pandemic hit in force. Judith Siamba, the project's leader, worked with frontline volunteers to set up 50 hand-washing stations across Mathare and purchased all the personal protective equipment and supplies locally so that she and her staff could continue to provide prevention education to the community. Judith and her staff retooled group sessions before social distancing was necessary, and then transitioned from face-to-face meetings with mothers to doing as much as they could through phones. This essential prevention work helps mothers like Margaret Amui to understand the risks that her family faces, and then take those practical steps to keep themselves well during these uncertain times. These steps matter, and they can save lives. COVID-19 is upending all of our lives. But by working together, we can bring hope and help mitigate the impact on those least able to afford it. On behalf of MCC, our hundreds of staff serving around the world, and our partners like the Kenya Mennonite Church, thank you. Thank you for doing what you can to help support during this crisis, both at home and around the world. Every bit helps. We're in this together.